Hello, welcome to the carpool. So I built this thing a year or two ago just to provide some cover out the weather for Kermit, for the Land Rover, but it's about to get an upgrade into something far more groovy. Kermit and I set off on a little adventure and brought home this, a 4-post car lift, and it's finally time to install the thing and see if we can get it working. You see here it's a Bradbury, and apparently Bradbury are like the name in car lifts, at least in this country, and they, from what I gather, have been building car lifts well, since they've been cars. Now this car lift is ancient. I think, from what I've been reading, I'm guessing this is from the early 70s. I'm not sure because the Bradbury Mark 1 is younger than this. So this is pre-Mark 1. Who knows what model it is. There's nothing on anywhere apart from this a plaque at each end that says Bradbury. That's it. Now being so old has good and bad about it. The good thing is it's very simple. It's a really simple setup. The downside is it's somewhat lacking in safety features, but I've got a plan for that. What's special about this car ramp, and the reason I was after this type of car ramp in particular, is that it can lift a vehicle by its chassis or by its wheels. And for modern vehicles that's pretty much useless because modern vehicles don't have chassis, of course. But for me, for lifting the Land Rover, this is going to be ideal. These three parts are going to be fixed together. This one is movable, so it can slide backwards and forwards along there. And using this frame alone, you can pick up the vehicle by its chassis. It does have massive ramps that go with this, and using the ramps you can pick it up by its wheels, like you would have on, say, an MOT test or something like that. That ability to pick up the vehicle in two different ways means that the car lift itself is never going to get in the way of doing the work. So for instance, if I wanted to take out the gearbox, I pick it up by its wheels using the ramps. If I wanted to work on the brakes, say, I'd pick it up by the chassis, leave the ramps behind on the floor, and I've got full access to where I want to work. There are going to have to be some changes to the carport, of course. I'm going to have to do something to the space up here so that we've got some headspace to raise the vehicles up into, and of course I'm going to have to concrete the floor. Sorting out this lot up here, I'm going to wait until we've actually got the car lift installed, because then of course I'll have a nice platform to work off. But the floor, we'll sort that out right now. Next up is to take out these posts here, this one and that one, just temporarily for doing the concreting. They will be going back in. And this willow tree's got to go. first bit of wood is in the ground and levelled, and it's at the right depth, and everything can come off of that now. That'll be our dating point. So we'll have another piece of wood coming this way, one coming this way, and one at the front here. The ground here is very hard. It's compacted shale. It's a bit of a pig to dig through, but it does make a really good sub-base to put the concrete on. If the ground was any softer, or it had organic material in, we'd have to dig a much deeper hole and then put down type 1, put down sand on top of that, and then we could put down the plastic and then the concrete. As it is, once this hole is down to the depth and fairly level, I'm just going to go over it with a compactor and we'll be good to go. Hold it upright. Upright. Yeah, not going down anyway. Big day today. We're going to mix all the concrete and pour it in one hit. And we've got two mixers, one over there, and I also borrowed an antique mixer as a backup, but it turns out to be in better condition than my one. The sun's gone in today, which is very much to our advantage because it's going to be a brutal day. Get all this done in one hit. I have done this much before, but not for a long time. Well, in the end, that went really well. Long day, tough day. I'm very glad I didn't have to do it all by myself. Next thing to do is to wait. I've got to leave that for at least a month, and then I'll see you back here for part 2. Cheers for now.